everyone, it's Brendan Murphy here at Panther Valley Golf and Country Club, and today I'm here to talk to you about the brand new Rogue ST driver lineup from Callaway. These drivers are some of the best looking drivers I think I've ever seen. When I first saw them back in September, I saw the matte black finish on the top of the head, the bronze tungsten weight at the back of the head, and I just thought this thing was so pretty. I could not wait to get my hands on it and try it. And let me tell you, these things performed. But before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about the technology that Callaway has put into these new drivers. So Callaway is saying that these are their fastest, most stable drivers yet. There's a new tungsten weight at the back of the head, which is supposed to revolutionize speed and stability. Jailbreak AI speed frame is back and improved. The idea behind Jailbreak being to optimize speed. Flash face technology returns, which optimizes spin and precise unibody construction that offers supreme stability and forgiveness. Now that is directly from Callaway. Now these are some bold claims, but not too unlike many other brands this year. Clearly they're trying to compete with the big distance brands of Cobra and TaylorMade with those great drivers that they've brought out this year. So there are 4 different head options that you can choose from. The Max, the Max D type, which is a draw bias driver, the Max LS, and the one that I would assume that no amateur golfer in the world is going to put into their golf bag, the Triple Diamond LS. Now the Max is the most forgiving head. It offers the highest MOI, which stands for moment of inertia, which basically means it limits how much the club twists on off-centered strikes, and it's a slightly draw bias driver. The Max D type is built with a very high MOI, though not quite as high as the Max version, a more upright lie, and has internal and external weights to maximize shot shape correction. This one being the one that's meant for the golfer that slices the ball. The Max LS is built for low spin. You'll see a more neutral ball flight with more workability. MOI is high to offset off-centered strikes and keep the spin low for better players. The Triple Diamond LS head is a little bit smaller than the other 3, being at only 450 cc's as opposed to the traditional 460 that the other 3 drivers are. The Triple Diamond model has previously been exclusive to tour players, with players like Phil Mickelson and Jon Rahm using the Triple Diamond heads in previous iterations of Callaway drivers. This head is a low-spinning monster. It's a neutral to fade bias driver with the lowest levels of forgiveness out of the 4 heads. Now I had the chance to take all 4 of these driver heads out onto the golf course here at Panther Valley, so I drove out to number 16 so that I could see how these drivers performed on a tight fairway that we have on the downhill 16th here at PV. So after hitting these drivers for a while, I started to collect my thoughts and was very impressed. The Max version lived up to its name, and it was very forgiving. I did see that slightly left bias, but it was perfectly manageable, while the D type was definitely going more left, and it seemed like it offered very good amounts of forgiveness. However, I did try to slice one, and it still went way right. Up and over the trees by the 17th tee. So yes, you can still slice it. It is not a miracle worker, but it should limit how far right it goes. Maybe it'll make those 30-yard slices turn into 20-yard slices. The Max LS seemed to be going long and straight. I did see some punishment on poor strikes. 1 or 2 toe hooks and a couple low heely fades, but that was more down to me as the ball striker. It did seem a lot more forgiving than I expected. Then we come to the Triple Diamond LS driver. Surprisingly, This driver had some level of forgiveness. I think the taller face helped me a little bit, since I tend to miss more high or low rather than toe or heel, and it felt like I had a little bit more margin for error. When I hit it well, I really hit some bombs with that driver. 3 of those drives came about 5 yards short of the bunker down by the green on 16. I was extremely impressed with the forgiveness of the triple diamond. While not exactly a forgiving driver, there was enough level of forgiveness there to make me rethink my initial thoughts. So overall, I think these drivers are outstanding. Callaway did a really good job with their drivers this year, and I'm not just talking about the looks. That matte black finish on the top of the head, that's just pretty, but these drivers performed very, very well. They were long, they were straight, they were forgiving, and they didn't feel too bad coming out the face either, and that was a complaint that I had with last year's Callaway drivers. But we will have Callaway here for their annual fitting and demo day. That is going to be on Saturday, May 14th from 11 to 3. You can sign up for an appointment here in the golf shop with myself or Dan, and we're looking forward to seeing you there.